Happy Sip and Sparkle Sunday. Hello, Miss Lori.
How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you. It's
so
been a
great
while.
To be here. Yeah, I know.
It's been a while. So for the viewers who are just joining us for the first time, we do a Sip and Sparkle interview actually every Sunday. And the whole purpose is to get to know the fabulous resources that we have in our networks, combined networks, just have fun and go from there. So we have the lovely Miss Lori here today. And why don't you just share a little bit about yourself and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, my name is Lori Spisak, and I met Lisa about 2 years ago through WW Weight Watchers. I was working at Capital One at the time, and she was our great workshop leader. Oh, leader back then, but now they call them coaches.
Yes.
So, you know, all the new lingo. But yeah, Lisa was a great coach, and so she helped me get to, not a goal yet, but you know, getting there. But she was a fantastic leader. And then Capital One closed their mortgage servicing, so I lost my job at Capital One, but Lisa and I have stayed in contact. And so during my downtime, I started this little side hustle, if you will,
yes.
With Pifanii clothing. And so I'm a stylist with Pifanii, and so I have this little online boutique called Feeling Great Inside and Out is what I call it. So yeah,
that's so cool.
Thanks.
So why did you choose Pifanii? What was it about it that appealed to you?
Well, it's a really new company, so they're based in Utah, and less than 2 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's nice because I don't have to carry an inventory. Like, you know, I get the opportunity to see things in advance. This is a Pifanii dress.
That's adorable. I love it.
Thank you. It's called the Woolman. I love the sleeves. I love this cuff. It's a big, long cuff.
I like cuffs like that, too. It's awesome. Yeah.
And so and everything's free shipping. So that's great for the customer. You know, they can shop in the pleasure of their own home, and it's like having Amazon Prime, you know, free shipping.
Bonus.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, since I get to, you know, see and purchase, you know, I can demonstrate the clothes to people and see how they fit on different body types and whatnot. So, yeah, it's just fun. My mom always was like, you always have such good fashion sense, and you dress so nice. And I've always loved clothes, you know, but now... You know, now I have a little bit of an outlet.
Yes, exactly.
That love.
It's very cool. So what is kind of their niche? Do they have a niche, or is it just...
A lot of tops. It's kind of casual but fashionable. You know, there's one particular designer. Her name is Rachel, and she does all our designs. And she's really young and cute. And so there are some trendy things, but they also have some very classic styles, you know, just classic T-shirts and shapes and whatnot. So yeah, I don't think that they have a niche. A lot of our fabrics are what they call DTY brushed, which they say it's like that leggings material that's like buttery soft. So we do have a lot, like this is that material. So a lot of our fabrics,
Let me just get your arm.
A lot of our fabrics are, you know, this material. So that's something that people really love.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of like suede almost.
Yeah,
like
and it's breathable too, so it's not real hot. Even, you know, Texas weather, we get hot in the summer. But this is something that would be comfortable even in the heat because it is breathable as well.
Okay. Yeah. So what is your website? So people can check it out.
So it's social selling. We don't actually have websites, so I do everything through my Facebook business page.
Oh, cool. And what's that?
Which is, you can find me at Pifanii Style with Lori. It's all together. My name is Lori, Lori. Okay. So, yeah, that's how you can find me on Facebook business page.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how do you get your business? I mean, what's a good referral for you, or?
So one of the things that is neat about Pifanii for our business is that Monday night is always launch night. So we always launch 1 to 2 new styles every week.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well,
I always go live on Monday evenings with the new styles. So that that really piques people's interest, you know, seeing what the new style is that's coming out. So, you know, you can come to my page, you can invite people to my page, you know, it's not a closed group. It's an open business page. So you just can come and visit and see my postings and see what styles are launching and what we're focusing on or featuring that week.
Okay. And then people just order,
so
I guess, through.
All they need to do is tell me what size they want.
Okay.
And then I send them an invoice and they do everything, you know, put in their address and their shipping information and their payment. So it's real simple. I just send them the invoice. Tell me what you want. I'll send you an invoice.
Nice. Easy peasy. And you said no shipping and it ships from Utah.
Yep.
I love it. American made.
Thanks.
So where do you see this business going for you?
Like I said, it's just a side hustle right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am back in the mortgage business. That's my job, my 9 to 5.
Yes.
But you know, you never know. It's fun. I enjoy styling people. You know, I'll do different events. You know, if you want to do a one-on-one with me and we can, you know, see what colors look great on you or what shapes look best on you, what body style you have and what shapes would look best on you. We can do that too. You know, I don't know. I'm just having fun right now.
Okay. and that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I want to change gears if it's okay. Because so Lori was such an amazing inspiration to me and to the other members in our weekly workshops. And I know that there are viewers out there that maybe have struggled with weight issues or just to get healthy. And I mean, you are just amazing and would love for you to share a little bit about your journey and just we can go from there. So,
you know, it was back in December of 2016. Is that right? Yeah.
Wow. It's been that long.
Right? Yeah.
Jeez,
it seems like a long time ago.
I know.
It's really not, though.
I know, right? It's yesterday.
And I just knew that I had been a WW member in the past, and knew that the program really worked. And so I was like, yeah, it's time again. Like I've let myself go so much that I needed to go back to WW. So, blessed that Capital One has a program on site. And we had, I went to the meeting and then, just things started rolling. My head was really in the game. That's probably the biggest part. You got to have your head in it, because if your head's not in it, it's probably not going to happen no matter what you eat or how you work out or whatever. If you're not mentally in the game, that's half the battle, probably more than half the battle.
No, it's more than that. Yeah,
right.
Like 80%.
Right. So things just started rolling, and then the person who was like the liaison between Capital One and Weight Watchers Corporate, or WW, decided it wasn't for her anymore. So I raised my hand and said, I'll do it. And so that kind of led me to be more upfront and, try to recruit people to come to the meeting. And, I felt a responsibility then. Like I couldn't let people down, I mean, I was obviously doing it for myself.
Right.
I think at the time where we ended things, when I ended my tenure at Capital One, I had lost about 80 pounds. So I've kind of been stuck there a little bit now. But February's been a good month. We're back on track.
Amazing.
2018 personally was not the best year with losing my job. I lost my mom. My daughter graduated high school, which is a wonderful thing, but she went away. So there was a lot of loss there. And so I think that's what's caused me to not be as focused and, just kind of working through all of that. A little bit of emotional eating, I'm sure. But had I not been, still attending WW workshops and found a new meeting where I'm home, since Lisa lives kind of far away from me.
I know.
So I would be way worse off than where I am today. We've been fluctuating about 15 to 20 pounds up from where my lowest was, but we're getting back on track.
You're just amazing.
Thanks.
But life happens, right?
It does. It definitely does.
It doesn't matter what, and it could be great. I mean, you had unfortunately some negative, that happened, but even positive stuff can cause. True. I mean, it's just if you have issues with food, I do too. And when I mean that, it's just maybe we put a little too much emphasis on it sometimes, but. Life happens. And I love what you said about mindset because, when the mind goes.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's really hard to stay focused.
It does.
But I commend you despite the challenges that you went through this past year. You didn't let it completely sabotage you.
Well, I can't because, I have my daughter's in college and then I have a 13-year-old son too. And, I'm blessed with longevity in my family, on both sides of my family, but I know that I need to do what's important too, so that I am around a long time for them and, to see my family grow. Hopefully they'll get married and have children and we'll have grandbabies and, I want to be around for all of that.
Absolutely.
So, and I wasn't on the right path. Had I stayed the path that I was going, my health was definitely starting to deteriorate. I was on medication for high blood pressure and, I was on 3. My goal was to get off of all of them. I'm off 1, so I'm down to 2.
That's
so
good.
we're making progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can't, think about it. You can't change everything overnight.
You can't.
But, down 80 pounds, that's crazy.
Shooting for that 100. We're going to get to 100.
Oh, you'll get there. I'll be your biggest cheerleader.
Thanks. I know you are.
That's so awesome. So what words of advice or inspiration can you share for those who might be watching right now and just going, I just want to lose weight, but I just struggled and I just,
I'm not going to tell you it's easy. Because it's not easy, you have to eat right. You have to feel your body for what it needs. And it's not always ice cream and cake. Like, I'm a sugar addict. Like, I love the sweets. And so, you can still partake in those things, but at a minimum, right? When you're celebrating, because we all celebrate, and having a treat is good. Okay. It's once in a while, or indulging. Like, WW teaches us that we can still indulge, just have to count for it, and you have to, put it into your plan, and it is possible. So you don't have to cut everything out. Just be realistic with it, and know that you can't stop at Andy's custard every day after work, even though that's one of my favorites, right? So
But you can do it.
Yeah, everyone can do it.
Absolutely.
It is mindset, and it is knowing that you don't have to cut, there aren't really good and bad foods. Like, there's not being bad. Sure, you can indulge, but it's not being bad. That's in your head too. You have to.
A whole self-sabotage,
don't
which
do
can
that.
happen. You don't do that. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it. So what, kind of in closing, what do you see, what do you see in your future? What in the next 5-10 years, what do you want to accomplish?
Well, I'd love to be at goal. So I have ways to go still. I'd love to be at goal. I'd love to be an ambassador for WW, whether that means, being a leader or, a coach.
It'd be amazing. You would be
or,
amazing.
just working in the workshop, whatever capacity. But yeah, Weight Watchers is always, or WWS, I've been successful on it in the past as well. And like I said, I know that it works. I'm an advocate now just for being healthy and feeling good. My boutique is called Feeling Great Inside and Out. Like, it's a mindset, and you can look great on the outside too. Like, it's all a package.
I love it. And it all kind of ties together. And I think that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming today.
This
has
was
been
fun.
awesome. It has been really fun. I wish we could do this more often.
Yeah.
I know.
Do it again.
Well, we should. We'll have a follow-up.
Yes.
We'll have a follow-up. So, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa.
I appreciate you.
Cheers.
Cheers. And until next Sunday, may you sip and sparkle. Bye.